Hello world, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited for today's video. We have a special guest in the house. She's a great woman of God. Not only that, she's a visionary and CEO of Drip and Trains. You guys, I know you can't wait to see her. You'll soon see her. I'm going to allow her introduce herself. But today's video, we are diving deep into the life of single Christian women. And today we have the perfect guest to tell us all about it. Let's welcome in the house, Miss Beatrice Ngoni.
What an intro.
Good to have you. I know, right? So good to have you. You know, we've been planning to do this for a long time, but today is finally happening. So tell us, who is Miss Beatrice Ngoni?
Well,
wanna know?
My name is Beatrice. A woman of God feels heavy. Feels like a heavy.
I know, right?
Well, I'm just Beatrice, and I own a store, Drip and Trains.
Yeah.
It's an online store, and what do you need? We deliver everything that you require.
Awesome.
And I recently just launched a consulting firm.
Woo!
Which is MNN. So,
yes. Okay.
I think that's all about me.
That's so okay.
Yeah.
I know there's more. Because this woman right here, you guys, she held my hand in the most vulnerable time of my life. And ever since, it's just been back to back friendship, you guys. That's why I'm super excited for this video. So tell us, what has made Miss Ngoni, Miss Beatrice Ngoni, what has shaped you into the woman you are today?
Well, experiences.
Okay.
Experiences in the sense that now, okay, let me go back to the God now. Let me now. I'll be carrying the God here and there. I'll be going to hide in my father, of course.
Okay.
I would look back at my childhood and think of the thoughts that I would have, because I believe that God speaks to us through thoughts.
Yes.
And I'd look at the thoughts that I would have concerning dressing, concerning the places I would be, and all. And one of the thoughts that has shaped me, I would say, that has groomed me to be this person is this one that I had when I was really young. And that was, a little skin does not hurt. I remember watching the Beyonce Single Ladies. I used to love dancing.
I remember.
And one of the thought was, a little skin won't hurt. And if you've been a witness of my growth, and and you'd actually testify how I have grown to being this. That was a lot of exposure of skin at some point, and then now we met God the Savior. And then now we had to say, I think too much skin could hurt sometimes, especially when you come to know where you are going and just question what's the will of God for your life. And you try to align yourself to what He wants for you through learning. Basically, that I should say.
Wow. I love that you said through learning and experiences. So today we want to know, because there are just like you, there are other single women who are Christians and they are facing life in many experiences. Could you tell us, how has it been so far being a single Christian woman? You know, before you really got, serious with God, and after you got serious, how has life been for you?
Oh, it's been such a huge difference.
Tell us, we want to know.
It's overall, it's beautiful, but before that, it's just been, it was so beautiful living in sin. It's so freeing, and because you are not conscious of anything.
Exactly.
You are free to do anything you want to do, when you want to do, and I was on the go.
Ignorance.
It was just so fun. It was fun. You can be anywhere at any time. And then from there to finding God, now you are restricted to where you can be, who you can be around, and what you can say and what you cannot say. So it's been that kind of a journey, truly.
Okay, that's good. I like it that you call it it was a beautiful and fun life in your definition. And when you got transformed, it's now sort of like a controlled, you have freedom, but it's controlled freedom in its own way. Not that it's not beautiful like the other one, but it is like a different dimension of beautiful. Okay, so tell us, now that you are a great woman of God and you're still single, because I've been single before and I know the challenges I face. I want to hear it from you directly. What is the number one challenge you face right now as a single Christian woman?
I think that's a very good question, Mamas.
I know.
I think that there are a lot of you meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then just knowing which one is which is really a crazy
Let's talk about the bush. When you say which one is which, you mean the man?
Picking the right man.
There it is. They want to hear it.
Who's the right man even?
Yeah, I know.
Just choosing a spouse. I don't know why I use spouse in part. Just using a partner who you think is more aligned to your vision is really hard. And for me, it's been so hard because I have had opportunities where I let go of my vision, or I try to compromise my vision to fit in this person's.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, waiting on God is somehow hard. You know, I was thinking the other day on the concept of waiting, and I was thinking, what if you're waiting for what's not even coming? Because you have thought of it to say, this is what I want.
Yes.
And you think, oh, I'm in the waiting season because you want that, and you think God is making you wait for that. Meanwhile, you are meant to live life just as it comes. And I think that's where I am right now. I'm not waiting for anything. If anyone comes, well and good. And also just being more grounded in my vision for myself, because that's where I'm going to be helped on choosing a partner to see, how are you aligning to my vision? This is where I'm going. Are you going this way? I love the scripture, Amos 3:3. It's common. Everyone talks about it. Two can only work together when they agree. Yeah, and you can have a lot of agreements on things, but I think the biggest issue right now in the Christian community is God. Everyone wants a praying partner. Everyone, I feel like you can pray for yourself. I can pray for yourself. So even when you're looking for a praying partner, I don't think that's a main character, as much as it's very important. But there are other things that are important, as kindness, compassionate, comprehension, understanding. This person family oriented. Where are you going? Because anyway, at the end of the day, I think prayer is the overall direction. God speaks to us through prayer, direction where we're going and all, which could be a very good reason, actually.
I love that you said that, because there's this misconception that just because a guy is a Christian, he's a good fit.
No.
Just because he goes to church, he's a good fit. And women are like, oh my God, I want someone in church. I think it's a good guy. Of the spirits, you know, it is kindness, joy, peace, and all those things. So how has it been, you know, your dating life? What are you using to determine if this guy is truly in God or he's just a church goer? How do you know that?
Lately, I've been saying, I think it's Dancing American, Minister Dancing American, who said, I'm at the mercy of God's will for my life.
Wow, say that
again. Basically, at the mercy of God's will for my life. When it comes to dating and choosing a partner who is truly after God's own heart, I think we have to look more at the fruits of the Spirit, which is patience, kindness, love, joy, peace. We find those in Galatians. When we look at the fruits of the Spirit, you find that even people who are always in church, they're not even having those fruits. And yet there's someone who's a non-believer who knows about God, of course, but they don't have a serious relationship with God. They don't have a serious fellowship or devotion times with God, but they have the fruits of the Spirit. And for me, I'm looking more for that. I think I am willing to drag you to the Father, but I know you come along. The fact that you have those the Spirit of God is at work in you for those, as we can see those results, it means that you can eventually come along. But also, I just think that I was thinking about something and I just lost it. What am I thinking?
No, so just hold that thought. You said something about there are some guys who are not as devoted to God, but they have the fruits of the Spirit. Is that possible, though, for someone not to be devoted to God and still have the fruit of the Spirit, or they just mimic the fruits of the Spirit?
Not that they are not devoted. I must have used the wrong word. They don't have, they're not always in church. They don't have maybe personal devotion time.
So they are more focused on their relationship than the religion aspect of going to church, being with people, serving people.
Yes.
Yes. That's a good point.
I think that most of us are in church, and it's very good. I really recommend that. But the church is a hospital. We're going there because we're broken. We're looking to be better people. We're seeking God to fix us in the places that we need healing. So there are very good people in church, of course. I won't take that aspect away from it. But also you have to consider that they are healing. They are going through, they are people at the end of the day. I don't think we should just look at people who pray and say they are people after God's heart, so they are perfect. So no, they are going to be flawed. They are going to have emotional issues going on. They're going to have financial issues going on. They are falling short here and there. And I feel like as a spouse or as a team, that's why you come in. What's your partner's weakness? How do you help them? When you see their flaws, how are you speaking in correction to see that they are doing better?
Wow, you speak so. In fact, it sounds like I'm talking to somebody who is already married and has that partner. So I'm like, you must have a lot of experience in this dating life. Like, how has it been? Because I know it can be very discouraging, you know, when you meet someone, they disappoint you, meet another person. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's thinking, I'm done with dating life. Like, what would you say to them? Like, should they still, you know, continue? Should they just leave it to the Lord? Should they? Because single women, we have this tendency. I'm no longer single, but of just, you know what, I've arrived. You know, I'm doing my own thing. My boys will find me and all that. But what should a woman do? Should they still go out there? Should they just focus on God? Because at the same time, the danger is they can be too enclosed that the person that wants them, the person that they need, doesn't find them. So how do they balance the two, being in the space of just, you know, doing your own thing and also being out there?
So that's a very interesting question, Mamas, because recently I just resoluted to say, okay, let me just focus and close myself up and do what I need to do. But I was this morning, I was thinking about Ruth.
Okay.
Because we love to look at Ruth and say Ruth was just found by boys. But initially, Ruth was serving. She was working. She was getting up every day. That's exposure. Exactly. She was walking to go to work and people would see her. Like, we have to think of the concept of the word and bring it to life in the sense that every day she was waking up, she was going to work. So she was bathing, she was dressing her on, and she was meeting people on her way to work.
Yes.
So you have to be open. You can't. I think God works in community. We had that conversation some days ago where we're speaking about just intentionally building a community of people. Because God can use anyone. So as a single woman looking for a spot, you don't just throw the ball in yet. I feel like there's so much more that God is doing in our lives. And don't limit him.
Yes, I love
that.
Don't
limit him because of your experiences, because of your encounters, because of other people. And it just comes back to you. Like, you can experience a whole lot of things, but you have to choose who you want to be, who you want to show up as. Who are you? True. Because you can't say, I feel at a certain age, the excuse of saying, oh, I behave this way because this happened to me. I behave this way because...
It's like, are you allowing that person to shape who you are, or are you going to allow God to shape you? Oh my, that is so
And
good.
then other people have to experience this bad part of you because of someone they don't even know about. So just being truly open and be vulnerable. Be willing to be vulnerable. Let your guard down. Just let your guard down.
Oh my God.
Let it down. And it's so, I don't like to be strong.
I know, like the whole independent woman thing, it's exhausting. Like, I'm done with that. Like, I used to stand on it, but not anymore.
Please.
It is exhausting.
Allow help. Let help come.
I know, right?
If anything, Jesus said, I'll leave you the Holy Spirit, the help and the comfort. Let people help you. Let men help you.
Yes, that is so good. And you mentioned something about Ruth, that she was doing some things. And when we read further, I think the mother-in-law had told her to position herself.
Right.
So how do women, because I believe women should have someone like a mentor or someone that helps them, you know. So like, because there's someone out there maybe who's alone, maybe they don't have community, you know, like we do. How how do they position themselves to have that kind of person to mentor them? Do they join a community? How do they go about it?
So when you have a vision for yourself, it's easy to spot the people that you want to work with, the people that you aspire to be to speak in your life. So it starts with you. When you know where you're going and where you're coming from. I remember in uni, despite having all those things, I would always tell myself, dating their behavior. I know where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
I know home. I know the situation of if I fell here and then I have to go home, it won't look good. So you need to know where you're coming from and also know where you're going and have faith. And in church, I would believe church, and there are also very influential leaders right now. We have women who are doing great things that you can just take. Perhaps they're just a text away and they are willing to be of help to you. Tell them, this is my vision. It's easier to help someone who knows what they're doing.
Exactly. I think you are right. It's easier for someone to help you when you have a plan for your life.
Right.
You know, you can't just say, oh, I'm looking for a vision. What should I do with my life? I think it's
I need a mentor.
Yes.
What should I do?
Do something. Like if you're in the choir, maybe you want to improve your ministry of singing. There should be somebody who can mentor you in that department. So I think the key thing, like you said, is have a vision. Have something you're going on that someone can mentor you on. Okay, that is so powerful. Okay. All right. So now, the ladies out there, because we all know, I've been single before, we all know the challenges, of being a single woman. Are there any expectations you feel are too heavy for you? Like, oh, you're a single Christian woman, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Not just in the dating aspect, like maybe it's church or family or that, or work-wise. Are there any challenges like that?
Yeah, I think that one of the challenges that I've had was dressing.
Yeah.
When I got from being a bum shorts girl, a leggings girl, a crop tops girl, I still love crop tops. Now I'm finding myself, my comfort place, and then coming to being all and
then transition from
yes, that was a challenge I had because I used to look at others and be like, how you dressed like that, and you're okay with it, especially the people that I would minister with. I'd be like, is this dressing okay? Do you think that's okay to like? And at church, I'd be like, do you think? But right now, I'm just like, girl, your time will come.
Your time. Oh my God,
I
love that.
That's all that matters.
I love that because what we are judging people for, we used to do it.
Yeah.
I remember how I used to dress, and like when I was just in those days, and people would come to me, like I was just starting out in fellowship in church. They'll come to me, let's try and dress well, and that thing will piss me off. Like, why are you focusing on my dressing? But
God looks at the heart.
Yes, and that I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing.
Because it is
the outward is an expression of the inside.
Right.
So as you are growing in your faith, you begin to change your. Even my dressing has changed over time. So I think for me, I don't judge them anymore, but. There's a point where someone has to change, how they dress, how they, carry themselves. And I feel those expectations can be heavy in the beginning, but as you get deeper with God, it's easier.
It's easier
to obey God than people. That's what I found. So if you are trying to change somebody, introduce them to Jesus first. Let them be transformed by Jesus. The rest will sort itself out. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's very true.
Another one for you. It's getting hot in here.
Is it?
It's getting hot because we all know everybody wants to get married. The waiting season is exhausting. Maybe some have been waiting for years, out there. Let's talk about sex. Oh, it's getting hot.
Let me take a sip.
Yes. Oh my God, it's true. It's going to get hot now. We all know the challenges of sex. Sex before marriage. As Christian women, we always have that mandate of abstaining from sex until you get married. How have you been able to set boundaries that you don't sin, you don't what I mean? Because I think Paul in 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, had mentioned, we burn with passion, and we know what the passion is. You know what it is. So we should get married. Basically, that's what he was saying. So how do we contain that passion? How do you do it?
One, you know, avoid closed places. If you notice, at some point I was always out dinner and lunch and breakfast dates because I was avoiding confined places. Avoiding confined places because, yo, no, we are human.
Yes, we are.
We bear in fashion.
I'm telling you.
These gents can be handsome.
And they think it's only on the other end what is attraction. Even as even attracted to men.
Yeah, I mean, why would you be talking to someone you don't find attractive and you know? So I think it's important to communicate firstly when you're talking. Say, okay, this is where I am, and this is what I'm upholding right now, and this is what I'm doing. These are my beliefs.
Yes,
and this is what I would really appreciate that we do. And I think it's a mutual understanding. The other person probably, but men these days, right?
Oh God!
But I had an experience where we had this conversation. It was like, okay, cool, I respect that, and we're going to draw the boundaries. So, how do we meet? Outside, no confined places, public spaces, and not to have the conversations of sex, because the more you talk about it, the more you'll be thinking of what if we just try it a bit?
Exactly. I mean, let's just
God loves us.
I know, like He will forgive us. Let's just
But I think that when you start, it's hard to stop.
It's very hard.
So it's best that you don't even go that way.
Yeah,
just
true.
And for others it'll be so hard. But right, I'm at a point where, please, if that's what you want, you can go.
That's what you want. But it comes with consequences at the end of the day. Because if you end up with that person, you get married, you haven't built the self-control, the self-discipline. Because just because you married that person doesn't mean you won't be attracted to other people.
Yeah.
You need that self-discipline, self-control, just that tenacity you've built all these months or years you've been dating. I think it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So it's so hot in here. Let's take a short break because we'll be right back with more hotter topics. All right, you guys.